Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a hot bead magic quill. The hook that I have in the vise is a Demon competition hook, jig hook. And this is a barbless and it's a size 14. I have a 3mm pink slotted bead on there. And that allows the bead to get up high like that. I'm going to use white thread. We're going to start it right behind that jig, and you can see I pushed it into onto the eye further. And we're going to bring that thread down just past the point of the hook. For our tail, I'm going to use a wood duck flank. You could use just any barred flank feather. Doesn't have to be wood duck. You could use mallard, you could use whatever. And we're going to take about 8 or 10 of these, I guess, of the barbels. We're going to tie that in. And we're going to bring that forward. And it's riding around. Not a real big deal. When I get to the top, instead of trying to clip that off, I'm just going to fold that back and wrap on top of it. Going to take my thread and spin that counterclockwise so I can flatten out the thread. This is a pretty heavy thread. It's a 140. You can see how nice it flattens out there, and it's going to fill that in. I'm going to give it one wrap underneath the tail. Now for the body, I'm going to use these magic quills. These are actually size large. This is Gaga flies. I get these from Frosty Fly. I'm going to take my bodkin needle and take one off. There, I got that one out. I'm going to tie in at the thin end, very, very thin. Actually going to snip just a little bit off. These ones, you know, you could use these down in the 20s with that light tip. Oh, sticking to my finger. There we go. Just going to put a couple of wraps, and then I'm going to spin it counterclockwise again. And get that thread flattened out, and then go ahead and wrap that forward. Nice touching wraps going up. And when I get to the twisted line again, I'll just spin it counterclockwise. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to make a taper on this. Take about 4 times. Don't go back all the way, then come forward. You don't have to worry about it getting the taper all the way right to the front, because we're going to put a little bit of dubbing on there. Spin that again. You can see the taper coming in there. Don't go back as far, and then come forward. I'm actually going to fill that a little bit because that's a little bit too deep. Okay, now I'm going to take the magic quill. Very nice. This is large. They have them in small, so you can imagine how skinny that is. Has a dark stripe and a lighter piece on there. So you don't want to wrap it right on top of dark on top of dark. Got to make sure that you leave that little bit of space there. Oh, let me get that one back just a little bit more. There we go. You can see here it has the light. And we bring it up to the top. I'm actually going to make another one out of this, what I have left. We'll fold it back and give that a couple of wraps. Put the excess up there. And now just very simply, I'm going to take just a little bit of a hair blend. And I'm actually going to use Beaver. And you only need a little bit. Going to take my whip finish. There we go. Now I'm going to whip finish it. And this way the white thread should be hidden. And 3. Yeah, it's a little bit exposed, not a big deal. Go ahead and snip that off. You can take your dubbing teaser and just tease that a little bit. I'm going towards the bead, but once it goes in the water, it's going to all go back anyway. Just like so. And here we have a hot bead magic quill jig. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.